We are back, guys. Back for our last back session in King's Gym Official. Croydon, the OG, closing down. We're moving to another location. By the time this is released, we will be there and it will be good, but the OG site will be missed. Me and James managed to get our last back workout in together. Started off with some lat pull down, wide grip. Quite strict on these. I sit quite upright. I try and hit as much terries as possible. Quite a few warm-up sets, and then getting in and doing 2 working sets on these. I'll do 2 working sets on most exercises at the minute, just because of the cycle is just on TRT for the last 18 months or so, very low dose. So recovery isn't great, food isn't too high, so just need to keep an eye on these things and adjust training and stuff accordingly. Moving on to the single arm underarm pull down machine. This is plate loaded. It's quite a nice machine. I like to drive this down to the knee, keeping it nice and tight in the pocket. This gets a lot of work around that upper back, around underneath the armpit. Just letting it nicely stretch out, and then just driving down slowly. And just squeezing every part of the movement, making sure the back is contracted throughout. So we do 2 sets on each arm here. Rep ranges vary between sort of 10 and 12. I don't really go too low on these, to be honest. There's no need. It's not a power movement, just trying to create some damage in these areas which don't get hit from doing other things, really. We've been moving on then to our first sort of compound movement, which would be our seal row, which is a variation of row for me because I can't do a standard barbell row due to the back injury. If you guys don't know, I've got 2 herniated discs at L4 and L5, got some damage at S1. So doing any kind of hip hinge or anything bent over is just a no-no for me right now. So I tend to do a lot of my back workouts chest supported. This is a nice movement. You can't cheat on these, so it feels very, very heavy. But as long as you get a nice contraction driving back, it's all good. It's all good. Then we moved on to some chest supported dumbbell rows. These are hitting around the mid back for me, with the seal rows a bit more upper back. Really nice, natural movement. Just drive back to wherever feels kind of most comfortable for you guys, and just get a nice squeeze and get a nice stretch on the way back down. These will flush a lot of blood into your back, and it's quite easy to move up in weight on these. You'll get strong on these. You'll start off weak, but you'll get strong very quick. So it's definitely something you can progress. Moving on next to a seated cable row with a neutral grip. These tend to hit right in the kind of Christmas tree area for me, right through that mid back. I don't tend to let my shoulders roll forward. I like to keep the scapula retracted here and just get a nice stretch on the lat, and then drive all the way back as far as I can with the elbows. And just imagine I'm on stage doing that rear double bicep, rear lat spread Christmas tree. 2 sets on here, and then we'll be swiftly moving on to our pullover, which will be a cable pullover. I tend to stand quite upright and straight on these, and drive the weight down to my thighs. I don't like to drive these into the waist. I like to drive them a bit lower. I've got quite a low inserting lat, so for me to push it down as low as I can tends to hit the whole area for me, rather than just hitting one kind of specific part. Don't really go mega heavy on the weights here, just keeping the contraction nice and getting a good stretch at the top. And again, it'll be 2 sets on these, and then we'll be moving on to the high row, which is single arm again. This is a Gymshop piece of equipment. This is James's, gifted to him by Jordan Peters. Thank you, sir. We've all been benefiting from using this lovely machine you sent out to us. Yeah, so we just drive these down quite low, Using a lower lat here. I know a lot of people try and row these down quite high, and it's going to hit your mid lat and upper back. But for me, I like to drive it down as low as possible with the elbow and just try and hit the lower lat, getting right into that kind of glute tie-in. As like I said, my lower lats insert quite low, so it's a good exercise for me as there's a lot of area that can be hit there. 2 sets on here on each arm. Again, I don't go mega heavy on here. You can load this up. I tend to stay between sort of 2 and 3 plates. If you're familiar with a sheen, it's not crazy heavy, but it's enough for me to keep a good connection with my lower lat. I find if I start to increase the weight, I'll just end up driving the weight into my mid back and upper back. So yeah, I tend to stay just a touch light for these sets. And that's pretty much it for today. We hit a little bit of abs after, just to touch up. And yeah, what a great workout. What a nice way to finish the closing of this King's Gym site that we all kind of work together to open. It's nice to get a good workout in with James. I miss training with him. I've been training on my own a lot lately. So yeah, goodbye for now. And this is the last video in the series for now. We'll be doing another series in the new gym. So please like and subscribe and share and stay tuned. And we'll see you soon, guys. Take care.